Oh, then we are looking on the floor, see the all the cards. Session, then we put 9 zero, zero sessions, distinction was carried. We're going to continue with the next point, which is external relations department, basically we can prepare to updates and have updated by the coordinator of the advanced functions. Okay, so we have the updates by short medical. Okay, nice. 6 to 8 just for future reality. They had a movie provide in which four explained link society story, jokes of the way stories with including writing, nature, this without literacy, and a product of collaboration. Exhibitions are all posted on EPSA social media. And in addition, it was organized in collaboration with media and and the in-person care shared life experience with their experience. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Now I open for discussion. You will make comments in minutes. From the genetics, in your report, you mentioned that you will have another chat with professionals. When will this last one take place? Thank you. Victoria, Professor First Coordinator, yes, thank you so much for your question. It is planned for end of May. And yeah, I'm already planning it. So, okay, and of course, new appointment time is really anonymous. I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but I want to have an indication of participants to you. Chief, get that. Thank you. Okay, we have a very good meeting. So, their invitation for junior professionals, we had around between 20 and 30 people participating in that campaign. I know that the association like for their participation and also participating in the discussion. And the only importance. Okay, then thank you again. And we continue with the next person who we have switching. Bring advantages for the viewers, for the world, for the years. Yeah. Yeah, President, I'm very sorry to that Sophia cannot be here with us right now, and she's still very sick and will have to go to the doctor in a bit. So that's why she can't be here. And I also don't expect them to be able to join at the later stage. Today, please look at the report. If you have any questions, Rina and me are here. You can answer, otherwise we will forward them. So yeah, mentioned that there were like rewards. I was wondering how EPSA would benefit from receiving such reward. Just includes one of the rewards. When any views? The one who technology for the and 15 video record and set people become these visitors. Yeah, especially if you're going to participate in some had these issues. When my time is given, right, if you know, during the fair mandate, there was no internship at EAHP. Will there be an internship there? So next year, thank you.
Online internships. Goal or school was lower to 50,000 euros. Um, how much, you mentioned that you have 51% of the 20,000 euros as a goal set for. How much do you think that will be reached at the end of the mandate? Thank you.
Updates by our educational affairs coordinator, EPSA Team. Could you do that? Yeah, maybe small technical duty will be the remaining department report. I could use the timeline and forgot that Amanda is being fine day right now, so she's doing some workshop, so she can't be here for one, so her report will be in the great. That's totally me, sorry. It's the numbers for the year. Since right in my last report, I assisted during the online educational program with the UPN, which ensured everything went smoothly and conducted social sessions. I also attended the meeting and reviewed the comments about the formal education review. I implemented changes and suggestions of the implementing leaders of the board and highlighted for the final review on the corrections. I was created a survey about the journey sick XII Annual very much. We want to become these leaders.
Okay, thank you for your report. Last week, the online educational program took place. I was wondering how many participants took part in it. Thank you.
Okay, that you have minutes, yeah. EPSA Anniversary Coordinator. So this time, unfortunately, we had fewer participants than in the Salamanca, and it was like around 30 participants. In social program, there were like 10 participants, and like about 20 participants since it wasn't like most gallery join the program. Um, and like on one hand, it was not our initial goal that we were like kind of going for. But on the other hand, I think that like the quality was better because the participants were more open up to questions and they were like really engaged in the program. So they gave comments, they gave questions, and also the social program was really great. I think like we created a safe space like where we could chat and hang out. So yeah, I think that comparing to Salamanca, it was nevertheless like better because of the quality of the program and in Salamanca people were more like shy to ask questions. So yeah, I think it's quite it's experience and points. Which is already cancelled if you need the not named by the PT tomorrow. Only get from the you might also curriculum from so the team report, the starting with the nation, part of the nation preparation meeting for the checklists, expense, and management table. You also finished auditing the financial report for 1825 and have been constant contact with the chairperson of 1825 for each financial period. Trying to check also layers 5 or 3 more. In addition, check the proposal for volume, check the rules for the teaching, from the total as well as meetings like C for AA35. Lastly, we attended the team meeting and started on handover timelines as well as updating the handover guidelines and so version option starting with the AT budget. Thank you. Thank you first. Thank you. That's
No, struggle strategy were not affected by the weeks and times before. But I was wondering if it helps to not be able to use it was checked for the things. Do you have any recommendation? Thank you.
you.
Okay, so I'm sure before you that means like 5 weeks before the event happening, that you check the like on the proposal. Do you have recommendations to maybe check it earlier to reduce cost? Thank you.
So some of the team members needed an extension of the deadline because they couldn't know if they can actually attend the team meeting and the AC due to other obligations waiting approval from the university. So we had to postpone some of the checking of the grant proposal, but the majority of the portion was done I think 4 weeks for the event, but I'm not really sure on the so let them to look it up. Mm. Now we go to parliamentary council for giving reports and updates. So, Michael Parliamentarians is director of the 15th report. Michael Giovanna and Rabia finalist preparation for the GA and elections. If you would like me to elaborate more on that, we can, but that's just a general simplification because there's a lot. The remaining emails regarding the GA were sent in the report. I wanted to highlight, I mentioned you also sent reminder emails about motions to accept, but that this wasn't needed as they were discussed during an OEM. It looked to be a bit redundant to spam them with reminder emails. Rabia also updated speak more in the spreadsheet. Mike and Rabia were present for the 15th meeting. All three of us carried out the OT preparation meeting both online and in person. And Rabia and Yuval facilitated during the 71st General Assembly, with Michael joining later on. Rabia and Michael also met up and spoke with their buddies during the 46th Annual Congress, as well as Ivana, who met up one of her buddies. You have questions? You will find it in the Netherlands.
It's more as a point of feedback in relation of the GA. I want to mention that the OD and financial meetings were very late. And eventually also the OD meeting was planned on a holiday for some reason. I think like at the point of view, we see really planning sometimes and make sure that all will have filled out earlier. I think you can yeah, thank you. Michael, are you to Brian? Um, it is a bit complicated to be able to find a shared time where enough people to attend because for example in case of all this meeting it's also required for physical and so on to attend. That being said, I do understand the concerns, especially I feel like with the OT preparation meeting we could have possibly informed you about this earlier on. It's not an excuse, but again, elections took a lot of our time this time around, giving the number. given the number of nomination forms and so on, but the feedback is greatly appreciated and we look forward to better solutions by communicating faster and better next days. Thank you so much. Now we continue with the list, which is internal affairs. The other issue in permanent updates by over the leaders in the issue is James Rowan. The years. Yeah, so of course, you mentioned that you are aiming for a 75% rate, registration rate on the unbanked health for individuals newly applying the EPSA status. Um, you mentioned that like this is still ongoing. I was wondering if you could give a number on how many unbanked are currently active on the platform. Thank you. Thank you. Or would it be possible for us to get an example that my university example to also check for instance being made to like improve the thank
So we can move on to the agenda, which is external relations. Between meeting our personalities, like a portion by our clinical private partners, you know. Carol, please go ahead. So the my reports by the second team flat. So it's the second the short thing is about the one about the 550. Thank you. Any questions? You would like to have this big Netherlands?
Thank you for your report. I was wondering about the grant activity booklets and also professional activities booklet. You have not made progress with in those yet. I was wondering if you have like plans for it for the remainder of the mandate or that you're like giving this over to your successor. Thank you.
Feel like in front of the only thing is to go back to that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be releasing on time to release the grant opportunity, but I'll try to collect enough information I get and try to then it is not possible for, to the grant release to the grant booklet to be released to at least have the most information and then to be collected then close the next time they okay, just could you please repeat like the last part that has like collisions? Yeah. Yeah. Once you have him, you collect the comments and you will send them to him and gather all the answers until the next GA session. But you can read a video note and then this is something quite serious. Thank you so much. Okay. Now we go. In general, with when you met with the education director now, you raise your points, you write out your question, and then that will be helpful. But I think when you talk about question, you can have yes, speaking everyone will have questions. Yeah, definitely. I think you go like next few minutes or reading on some of them, like, get some kind of like for all of them. When we were like, and the internet going to be expected. So the first technology also brings forward the first general formally mandated the executive of the policies for the mandated to drive the strategic plan for 2027 for the together with the United States, which was should meet by the end of 2026. Seven mandate and a market conclusion should be shared with a seven point going on. Now, I will be executive shared with knowledge. Yeah, President, I would like to share our motivation. You have seen the written motivation already. The main thing I would like to add that this was also mainly recommended by Minerva, who was in charge of creating the current strategic plan and was together with her executive having to do it in the first month of her mandate, which was challenging for the year. Okay. I don't know where everybody right? Then we want to hold the actual check. You will use your own cards, how we will forward. Create a high leader language and see like so. How it is. Sentiment. Okay, and with 0.9 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstentions, this motion was carried. The following constituted motion will impose several general study the activity to establish the activity or a project for known as conflict and propose the new changes and regulation changes for the second general assembly. The FCC shall assess cost claims by the end of the mandate 2026 and a final report on the investigation should be released by the second general assembly. Results which will be the location you have a really motivated them that have a conclusion. What I would like to add is that cycling is long term project protection and rebranding will never be major change. So we do not want to rush the decision and as the heavy period is also approaching, we want to take all of the opinions into consideration. So current position orders and the sector, also collaboration with the educational and CR department. We want to take sure that take long open discussion, we wait. The President General Assembly mandated the EPSA Team to investigate the confused and identities of the public EPSA Team should have been advised during the team to investigate the channels should the work be employment, face major challenges, and the feedback from the alumni indicates low usage and no benefit, the EPSA Team shall be assessed guilty and independent recommendations on its continuation in the with general knowledge. I will now take executive statement information. You know, also. Are we not voting on the last motion? So, how many votes for? How many? About 29 zero, abstention, this motion is carried in the realm of so in order to not be the one that put you in, you see with the slide and how that gives it to them on the you have an evidence. Now, this will have a written motivation that like I can be the team platform is another platform that is short. It's fully functional and you can be informative, time, things to take weekly. You would like to send benefit the way that teaching available and that we can also, of course, include this as for the council. They've suggested like ABC that it will be shown during meeting or written meeting. That you know, all of the controls. I will go over it. You know, we proceed with the voting on the motion. How many votes for? The final then 29 votes for, 0 against, 0 abstentions. This motion was carried. The following communicated motion reads as follows. The Senate Quiz General Assembly accepts the changes to the working statement 7.1, which shall carry read. The Senate EPSA General Assembly mandated the FD to investigate the sustainability of the trade project. The investigation should include a review of the number of activities, the feasibility of enrollment activity, the interest of member associations in organizing the activity, and the efficiency of the process and accountable session. In addition, it shall evaluate the training committee decision, including its placement within the team and the educational department and assess potential structural adjustment. The final report on the investigation should be released by the Senate General Assembly with an immediate report on the General Assembly. This is the we have present what we would like to add to the motivation is that the idea to move the training coordinator to the individual department was raised during the recommendations. We always do each night during our board team meeting. And as we see the point of to have been like this terms in recent years, the structure. So we would like to investigate if the change could be beneficial for the training project of the community. change to the we're not saying that the change should definitely happen or it should definitely not happen. We want to evaluate and observe to and do complete. Okay, I will family when they can be visitors.
Maybe easily this recently have made it to mountain as wind in the format of formula change should not be separated. Additionally, we don't need that the mountains of all responsibilities of the training coordinator in any way comparable to the A B position. Thank you.
You only have one way integration. So let's here if you want to split this motion in two, so that we have like the big of the training perimeter one key part first part of the sustainability of training project. You that complex each other. Something has everybody kind of speed.
Thank you.
Key cards we have everybody in it. Once for the training coordinator, maybe some of you don't know about development as a chief coordinator because I think development is very hard and tax. And the training coordinator, rather than the design coordinator, only training and design coordinator has a team to proceed with all the events and the things that we are doing. So if Jay wants, I can make an online meeting about what is the workload of the training coordinator and how it fits with the training coordinator because we also have advice and so mentors and also senior trainers like it's very packed. And that's why I wanted to like get it from the introductions. So if you want, I can make a meeting about this have down the country's legends.
I just like coordinating as a subcommittee. I think that the training coordinator of the training sport is like the structure as it is already good. If you think that the workload is too big, then maybe instead of reconsidering that the training coordinator should be in a totally different department, there should be like thoughts about if the training sport should not be changing the structure. Thank you.
These person, I would also like to remind that we're proposing to get an investigation. If this change should happen, because we currently do not want to make a direct decision. So the question to the J is whether do you want us to look at the possibility or do you not want us to look at it? When by you know, yes, you're currently I just wanted to say that we always propose this motion just because of strategy and talking about the workload, which I was thinking about and I really write and all the suggestions you made, but
we would like to investigate and make each coordinator portfolio to be satisfied with the person leading the portfolio, so we don't put a lot of workload to one person, and that's why this motion was like that's why we proposed this motion. So if it's needed, if you agree, basically decide to investigate and so to decide after what you want to do about it. Tell them like
Portugal, will be voting in favor of this motion, but we truly believe that the training coordination should not be separated from the department. I just wanted to make that clear. We were was the first motion, so I just want to make that vote. Thank you.
okay. So we have your point by Mr. So there, I'm really against this model, specifically regarding the evaluation of the training coordinator's placement, the education of department. Model programs is not just about clinical knowledge, it's about patient-centered care, emotional intelligence, active listening, and effective communication are core educational requirements for individual healthcare professionals who learn extracurricular activities. By developing the removal of training projects from the educational department, we are definitely streamlining the soft skills and field education. Furthermore, training project is deeply intertwined with the educational program of every EPSA. Separating the training coordinator from the VP of education will only create unnecessary cycles of logistical disconnects in order to learning. Soft skills are education, training project plus the educational department behind this. Thank you. And you. Can I see whether I know the word? Copy and receive the whole function how I want to work. Please read the device. Time at the same time. Thank you. Then we went on four in against zero sessions, the motion was carried. We continue with the following executive motion, which we call 70 August 170 of the increase membership fee from 3,596 7 and from the association is to pay €0. We don't give the state evaluation. We never did, you know, what this motivation for this one also the next one, the job motivation, he was saying, was the next one that was, um, we're holding this to review the movements of current governing inflation will be given at the end of this Monday, but offers a discount this Monday, so we would like to extend the review here. Okay, I will for discussion. Remember the availability. We have the one motion, how we want for. Session, this motion was carried. This General Assembly offers 100% discount on MSU Ukraine's membership fee for the month of 2026, 2027. The unit location has been €3, and there's no way solution or like discussion. You know, President, we don't know what it's but thinking more how it goes. Waiting finance, zero extension, motion was carried. And with that, we proceed with the next point of the agenda, which is member motion. We have a motion proposed by Finance Leader and seconded by Honorable Price. The motion reads as follows. The 71st General Assembly mandated the EPSA team to implement and investigate monthly updates. The monthly reports will be released, meeting reports are released. Monthly updates will consist of all points with overcasts and updated future works. Monthly updates will be reported on the secretaries and the EPSA place. The General Assembly will intermediate report will be presented by the 76th General Assembly if the evaluation shows in the month. Entities received automatically total appendix. Now we does from this video to see the animation in this motion.
As you have already they already read the function, the monthly updates are already in place internally. That you proven to be useful. By sharing them with lessons, this will be updated more regularly, leading to a better understanding of team's work. Additionally, the content of the team meeting reports could be adapted to it so that they can require the same basis as they have during also this GA.
Once on the web, with all the central administrative work required for election review and also ready. The currently used for 100 days, date is on lower it is not workshop for everyone, with all of them seeing and how planning, and it's likely the reason why the sheet was not only shared with the event. In addition, also not all positions are still working in every month, which is one and we all students in the team. Create timeline with overlap with the preparation of existing timelines for team meeting reports, which was decrease the team workload and expected the motivation of the particular. And we would also like to highlight already existing tools that we are using to keep accessing work via the team meeting report and of our availability in the needed and develop the should all have their parts implementing their duties. So therefore, we believe that it is covered by all of them. Okay, how about I go ahead and review that?
Although I agree, by reading the order which we are updated for executive activity, I think that these updated also show what the years really